Welcome, everyone, to episode 362 of the Thumbstick podcast. I'm your host, Dan.
Will.
We're welcoming back Eric to talk today about Mario Tennis Aces. We warned this was coming a few days ago. I got it digitally, actually, so I started playing a little after midnight the night it came out. I've played quite a bit online since then, and a little bit of the single-player story, so that's my approach. I also played some three-player couch co-op, so that's what I played of it. Will, what'd you play? Mario Tennis Aces?
I've done a couple online matches, I've done a little bit of the story, and I did all of the tournaments, won all of them, then screwed around with some of the other single-player stuff.
What about you, Eric? What'd you got?
I played some of the story and maybe 10 matches online.
Okay. Yeah, so we've all played differing amounts. I played mostly online. Not had success. We'll talk about that. Oh, my video is muted. There we go. I didn't want to have any volume on the video. Thank you, Royster31, for letting us know. So I played mostly online, so we'll talk about that. Anyone have anything we want to tease for later on in the episode?
Honestly, I got nothing. I've played Mario. I've been sleeping a ton, so that's kind of taken over game time.
Okay.
I'm playing Civ 6 again, and I feel like that's been talked about enough.
Nice.
By everyone.
Yeah. One more turn, right?
Yeah, I can't stop.
Yep. That's why I'm so afraid to start playing a game like that again, just because I know it eats your time.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's been like 2 hours a night when I should be playing Mario Tennis.
Nice. The only other things I played, I keep playing Breath of the Wild. That's my game that I keep going back to and can't stop playing.
How could you not?
But I played quite a bit more Hollow Knight too. So I'll talk a little bit about that, but I spent most of my gaming time, which wasn't all that much this past week, playing Mario Tennis Aces. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So as I said, I spent most of my time playing online, and I think that's why a lot of people got it. I would say probably the online or the couch co-op is probably where people are going to spend their most time. It does have some single-player stuff in the game, but I started out okay the first 2 nights or so. I won more matches than I lost by a significant margin. I think I was like 75% win percentage. But then for probably 4 or 5 nights in a row, I didn't win a single match. And not only did I get beat, but I got beat bad. Shut out some of the matches, which is embarrassing. And then just today, I won one yesterday, and then just today I recorded the video that I talked about at the top of the episode. Just a show during in the window for visual for people who are in the live stream, and I actually won in comeback dramatic fashion. It was awesome. It was probably my second best Mario Tennis Aces victory, I guess. So, but I also did play a little bit of the couch co-op with my older 2 kids. So. I'll talk about that. Let's talk about the single player first of all, though. Will, you played a significant amount of the single player, right?
I mean, to what there is of it. I did a little bit of the adventure mode.
Yeah, I tried that briefly.
I didn't love it.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just go from area to area, completing either a tennis match or a mini game. Like one of the mini games is the PD Piranhas shoot fireballs at you, and you got to hit them back, and you got to hit 30 of the plants by the time the clock runs out. So there's that. You have to hit 20 balls over Spiky's head. Is it Spiky? Is that the character?
Yes. Yeah,
Spike.
That's for that one. Mm-hmm.
So there's that one. You compete a little bit here and there. Kind of learn the controls of the game. That's all right. That's not something I probably will finish because there's really no incentive really to finish it, from what I've gathered. Because you don't when you start the game up, you don't have to unlock any characters.
Yeah.
They're all there, right, from the get go.
There's a few question mark characters that I think you get from playing online tournaments.
Yeah, so what that is that's free DLC characters. So there's going to be a July tournament. When you compete in that, you get one character. Happens again in August and again in September. And I want to say I can get the list of characters actually real quick because it's already been announced.
Okay.
Mario Tennis DLC characters.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Hope it's somebody good.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Sonic.
I'm seeing Paratrooper, Birdo, Diddy Kong. I'm also seeing Blooper.
Birdo's cool.
Yes.
That's interesting.
So that seems to be the characters that are coming. So other than that, I did the tournaments. The tournaments were all right. I was actually a little disappointed with the amount of content that was in the single player aspect of it. You can't just do a straight up match. You know, like you have to do that when you both are volleying to win the set, and they do the first one to 7, win by 2. Like you do that 7 points and win by 2. There's that, but there's not like a elongated game like every other tennis game has. You know what I mean? Like there's the not like you can't do win the set, continue on, keep playing. I was actually really disappointed with that because the gameplay in the game is really, really good in my opinion. I think they really nailed it down. It's the single player aspect stuff that they don't have a lot of. They really don't even have too much multiplayer content other than the tournament.
Yeah.
So that actually kind of really disappointed me in the game because I really, really like playing the game, but there's just not a lot of ways to play it other than doing a tournament online.
Yeah. That seems to be the consensus from everyone is that there's not a lot to do. It's mechanically solid, but there isn't a ton to do. If you're not going to play online, then it's just what it is.
And I think mechanically it's the best Mario Tennis game we've seen. There's a lot of fun elements to the game. Who's everybody playing as, by the way?
Yoshi.
Always. I briefly tried Yoshi, but I ended up settling on Rosalina.
Okay. See, my go-to is usually Yoshi, but I settled on Boo. I like the tricky characters a lot this game.
That's how I feel too. One of the only things I'm actually good at.
I really like the logos that they have made for all the characters, like the little banners. I think they're really cool looking.
Yeah.
It's a neat little feature that they added in there, but. Yeah, other than that, I would say I love the gameplay of the game, but there's just not too much other than online to do. There's really no incentive for adventure mode. So
yeah, you don't even get to unlock costumes and stuff, right? Or new rackets. Do you unlock anything like that you can customize the look of your character? I haven't gotten that far into it, so
I don't think so.
Not that I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's become I'm only going to play this online game for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I primarily bought it because playing with my kids and my wife, I don't really get challenged at all when we play Mario Kart together because I'm so good at Mario Kart. No, I kid, but that's kind of that's kind of my jam as far as online games go. So it's more fun to play something like Mario Tennis that I'm not as familiar with, and I played with my 2 older kids, and they actually ended up. We would rotate who got the computer player with them, and they beat me a few times, so it was a little more even than our Mario Kart matches. So
perfect.
Yeah. So that's primarily the reason why I got it. I don't anticipate I'll repeatedly play it online only because I've done so terribly so far.
Well, that actually leads me to my next thing. Is there a matchmaking rank in this game?
Kinda.
There's
you get point,
right?
Yeah, you get points for your towards the tournament totals and stuff. And I don't know if it matches you up based on that because I've played some people who had 3,000 points or 3,500 points.
Thank you. Okay.
Who destroyed me and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I was my one match I played somebody, he had maybe 200, I had 0. I beat him, and then I played somebody who had 4,000 and they crushed me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I was wondering maybe because it was the second day the game was out that maybe they haven't the matchmaking hasn't
evened out yet.
Yeah, hasn't evened out and got settled in yet. That's what I'm assuming, at least. I know there's actually a patch coming out for the game that has to do with matchmaking. So I don't know. Maybe they're working on fixing that to make sure it's a little bit more even.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. What are your thoughts so far, Eric? I mean, what's your take?
I mean, Will kind of covered it. Like it's fun to play for sure. But there's not a whole lot there if you're not going to play it online.
Mm-hmm.
Adventure mode was okay. Like I got some of the way through it. Like I got through the haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, so you're a little bit more in than the rest of us.
Yeah, it's not super amazing. It's all right.
I'm towards the end of the forest in the adventure mode, and then I haven't done any of the tournaments yet, the single player tournaments.
Yeah.
So I have a quick question for you two. What do you guys think of zone shots?
Kind of hate it.
Okay, I'm with you.
When I play online, I play the simple class, so there's none of that stuff. It's just mostly straight up tennis.
I need to try that.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier for me because honestly, I didn't even understand the way all the mechanics worked until I started the adventure mode. I didn't understand how, like, because it runs you through everything real quick, but you need to actually experience it to pick it up.
Yeah, those practice courts, like in the adventure mode, actually do really help you figure that stuff out.
Yeah, so I think now I might be a little bit more prepared to try that, but up until this point, I've only done the simple class tennis games.
Kind of how it works for people who haven't played it is when you're playing not with the simple rules, the full I don't know experience, I guess.
The full gamut.
The full gamut. While you're playing tennis, you kind of charge up your meter, and what you can do with that meter is if you have it all the way filled up, you can do your special hit, which I actually really like the special hits because it uses almost all of your meter for the most part, at least half of it, and you have to charge it back up. But you get like a super powerful hit, and it's really hard for them to return. You have to do like a perfect timing thing to be able to do it. But you can also slow down time or do a zone shot, which is a super fast and powerful hit that you will almost never return if they get it off. And it doesn't use that much of your meter. So I think it's extremely cheap because I'm playing the tournament on the star mode difficulty or whatever. That's all they freaking do. And it was making me so mad. The only way I actually won the star tournament was in the finals I was playing, I was able to KO the other person.
By breaking their racket?
The computer, by breaking their racket with my special. Because you can only use a certain amount of rackets in the tournament. So if you break all of the rackets, and you can do that by doing the special move or the zone shot, that you can KO them and they can't compete anymore. And I was getting it handed to me. I was down, I want to say almost 2 full sets, and I was able to KO them and win the star tournament. Nice. I felt a little cheap, but
hey. You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Especially if you're just beating the computer that way.
Yeah.
Like it's frustrating to lose that way.
Oh,
to have your racket broken.
If it was online, I would have won my controller through the TV.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I as I said, I just because I did some of the adventure mode last night, and that did help me learn some of the mechanics. So I'll probably try the standard online tournament at some point now. Now that I understand what all that stuff does and how to activate it. But I'll still probably spend most of my time on the simple class.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that out, Dan, after we record and see how I do. Because like I said, I like the little bells and whistles to the gameplay. It's just the zone shots kind of ruin it to an extent for me.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like all that stuff, but... I'm used to playing. What was that? I think it was just tennis on Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Oh yeah,
I remember that. I was gonna say I wish this game was more like that because that game was awesome.
That game was awesome, and then some of the older Mario Tennis games I played like way back in the day.
Game Boy Advance one, so good.
Yeah, I didn't play that. Which ones were
one?
On the consoles? Maybe it was GameCube.
I think the Wii one sucked. If I remember correctly.
I didn't play that
Wii
one.
One was bad. I think N64 one was good.
I think that's the one I played the most of. Let's see if I can find where it is. Mario Tennis series. Looking it up on Wikipedia. Mario Tennis Nintendo 64 was that was the first one.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then the Game Boy Color one was also called Mario Tennis. That came out later that year, but it seemed to be a different game. GameCube, they had one. Game Boy Advance, they had one. 3DS, they have one. Ultra Smash was the Wii U one.
And that was the one that I hated, if I remember correctly.
Right.
That wasn't very good.
I will say it is a very big missed opportunity for Nintendo to not have a Strikers game come out during the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, I never even thought about that.
I figured we'd get an announcement or something.
Well, it's funny because I was reading the Nintendo Switch subreddit, and people were talking about Mario Tennis. And, what are your thoughts on Mario Tennis or whatever? And someone was like, I hated it because it's not Mario Golf. I'm like, well, I guess. I mean, yeah.
We'll probably get a Mario Golf here pretty soon, too, at some point.
I liked all the Mario sports games. I think they're all pretty good.
Did they ever make a Mario hockey game?
I don't think so. There was a hockey mini game in one. Was it Mario Party? Or was it one of Mario Olympic? One of the Mario Olympic games.
It was one of the Mario sports games where it had a bunch of different sports in one game. It had basketball and stuff like that in it.
Okay. Yeah, it was like a compilation of sports games, mini sports games.
It's actually kind of surprising that they haven't done a hockey or a basketball game.
I would play Mario Hockey.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be a blast. Going down the wing with Yoshi with his speed.
Trucking people with Bowser on the boards, licking people with Yoshi if you want to channel your inner Brad Marchand.
Yeah. See, the parallels are writing themselves now.
Hire us, Nintendo.
Nintendo has
we've got the ideas.
Well, Nintendo's been known to take our ideas, so.
Yes, they have been known to do that.
So, it's not long now.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think we're all in agreement that mechanically it's a solid game, but there's not a whole lot there if you don't plan on playing online, or in my case, the competitive couch co-op aspect of it. So, but I don't think there was any kind of misdirection. I think everyone kind of understood that that's what the game was going to be before it came out. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Good stuff, though. I'll definitely be playing it more.
Definitely fun, yeah.
So, Eric, what about you? What's your ultimate thoughts?
Fun. A little frustrating at times, but fun.
Yeah.
And losing online to having your racket broken is infuriating.
I haven't had that happen yet, luckily. But as I said, I've only done the simple class so far. So
why is that racket breaking mechanic in there?
Because they wanted to be like Zelda and have your weapons break, I guess. I don't understand why Nintendo keeps doing this to us.
I get that they want to maybe nerf the people using power shots or what. Well,
but the people using power shots all the time are the ones that are breaking your racket.
Yeah, you're right. There is actually nothing. Yeah, you're right. It is stupid.
They're helping the griefers.
Yeah.
Power shots are OP.
They are.
Maybe they'll get nerfed. They won't.
That's how people have 6,000 points.
Yeah. We started spamming power shots.
Yeah. We started the Nerf the Birds campaign for Starbound. Now we got to do it for Nerf the Power Shots. For tennis.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely. All right, Will, why don't you get us started with Nibblebits?
So my first one is about Smash Bros. Ultimate. So the headline is everyone might be returning for the new Super Smash Bros., which has been confirmed, but not everywhere. I know when we covered the E3, we talked about the stages that are going to be back in the game, and I think I said that I could see them having every stage back, but they said that no, not every single stage will be making its return. There will be some that will be cut, which is fine. it was best case scenario for them to all be back, but I never expected them to actually pull through with that. So I'm just curious which stages for Smash Brothers won't make the cut into the game.
Yeah,
I know people want Poke Floats back. That's the stage that everybody really wants.
That'd be cool.
Dream Fountain, Delfino Plaza are two stages that haven't been announced to be back yet that people are hoping are going to be.
Delfino Plaza was always one of my favorites.
I think that one's going to 100% be back. There's no reason for it to not. It's a popular stage. It's one of the
Yeah, mostly glad they're doing the Great Plateau tower
yep, as the Zelda.
as a new one. I like that.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
The more I see from this game, the more I can't wait to play it. I know who I'm gonna play as in it and everything. I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
So there's that one. And last but not least, Dragon Ball Super announces a historic primetime return. So Dragon Ball Super is going to be on the 7 o'clock Central Time spot because King of the Hill is going off the air. So
Really?
yes, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's surprising.
So I kind of think that it's going to be back, Dragon Ball Super at some point. I just don't know when. I know they announced a hiatus for it. I think it's because they want to work on the movies for a little bit because they had been running Dragon Ball Super continuously since it came out 2 years ago. So, I think they're going to like the interest of it on primetime and see where it goes from there. So it'll be on Mondays starting July 2nd. So,
wow. That's crazy.
8 o'clock our time, 7 Central.
Hitting the big time.
I love me some Dragon Ball. That's all I watch. It's like my office right now.
Nice.
But that's it.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. What do you got, Eric?
They revealed a new champion for Overwatch today.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it's a hamster and a little robot ball. That's cool.
It is cool.
That's all I got for Overwatch.
Yeah, I wish I could be. That's another game I wish I could spend some time on because I really like it.
I wish I was better at it.
I can't sink the time into it to get even passable.
Yeah, I might play it again just to play Little Hamster Man.
I don't know if you've tried it, but the Mystery Heroes version is quite spectacular.
No, what's that?
That's when you respawn. You respawn as a random hero.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So people don't expect you to know, to be playing the game too correctly. You're not going to get yelled at for being bad because a lot of people play as heroes that they're not, not good with. So
that would be way more fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's way more forgiving then like a lot of times if I got a hero I was just terrible with, I would just jump in a hole and die and respawn as someone I was a little bit better with.
That's one way to do it. Also, Telltale is ditching its old engine. Finally.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Eurogamer article from a few days ago. They're actually going to start working on a new engine for their next game, so that's nice.
Huh.
That probably should have happened like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they probably just wanted to get as much mileage as they could out of the old one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wonder if that's why they're waiting on some of the, like, they haven't done a Game of Thrones one in a while. They're supposed to have season 2 at some point. Maybe that's why they're waiting.
Yeah, the article said it looks like they're switching to Unity, and the Wolf Among Us season 2 coming out next year is going to be Unity.
Okay.
So, I mean, it should look and play better, I hope. Because those games were cool, but like got a little bit stale after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with things like Life is Strange coming out and being kind of similar to their playstyle, but like way better. So yeah, that's all I have.
I started only playing the ones for the franchises that I, really care about. I do still have to play Tales from the Borderlands, though. I haven't done that one.
Haven't played that. I did really enjoy The Wolf Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I haven't played that. I've heard good things about it. I know people that played it that loved it, but. All right, my Nibblebits. My first one is that the Xbox One could be getting mouse and keyboard support very soon.
I saw that.
Yeah, there was a presentation that got leaked. Apparently, Razer is working with Microsoft and Xbox to have like an official keyboard and mouse kit, but I guess it's being left up to the individual game developers to monitor competitive games to make sure that the keyboard and mouse players aren't having a competitive advantage as compared to the gamepad players. So that's what I've been asking for a while now. I know both systems had the support built into it, but yeah, I think it looks like Microsoft is going to be the first one to actually like use it. So
yeah, Dan, it's funny. We talked about it. I think it was the last week we had just talked about it, and then I saw that article a couple days later, and I was like, well, it's like if Dan gets something, it'll be an Xbox.
Yep, Xbox One X. Probably not, but there's more of a chance now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Corsair made a significant acquisition. They bought Elgato.
Really?
So they're going to be in control. Yeah, because I use it's Will's actually the game capture HD60 for when I stream or record videos from the Switch or my Super Nintendo Classic or the Wii U.
I forgot that you had that, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever need it, let me know. I've got it here. It's safe and sound, and I use it all the time.
You actually use it, so continue with it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that I thought that was interesting. And then for my last one, this one's the most interesting to me. So apparently EA, maybe not all of EA, but some of BioWare is blaming Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Mass Effect Andromeda's failures.
What?
Make a better game.
Yep.
I don't know what they
fix your janky face animations and your game will sell better.
Yeah, well, it was Mark Dara, an interview with Mark Dara. He admits Andromeda was a flawed game, but at the same time thinks reviewers were a bit harsh on it. He said, I think it came out in a really busy... This is a quote, by the way. I think it came out in a really busy window in March, perhaps the busiest window in the history of gaming industry, where 5 RPGs were released in the same month. It came out in the same month as Zelda. So he specifically calls out Zelda as by name, but there was a few others. I know Nier Automata was one of them that it came up against. Obviously, Breath of the Wild and Nier Automata are far superior games to Mass Effect Andromeda, despite me actually liking it.
I know Horizon was very end of February, so that's kind of the same like window that Andromeda came out.
Yeah, so that I mean those all those games are superior to Andromeda. Like I said, despite me liking it.
But if Mass Effect was better, I certainly would have liked it more than all of those other games because I love Mass Effect.
Yeah,
that's not a good excuse.
That's how I felt about it too. Yeah. I just think it's a hot mess outside of its sports games.
Have you seen the sports games lately? Those are a hot mess too.
I'm just saying as far as sales go.
Okay.
I agree. I wouldn't buy one. I might buy this year's NHL because PK Subban's on it, but I don't have anything I can play it on. But that's the only reason, not because I would hate the NHL game. I've hated them for years, unfortunately. But yeah. I'm starting to wonder. Another thing I heard today actually was, and I don't remember what studio, but the one that was led by Amy Hennig, she left. Yeah. She was working on the Star Wars game. She left there to start her own studio. Yep. So
and that Star Wars game
that game got shelved. So I'm wondering now, like, does Disney regret letting EA be the sole Star Wars game publisher?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to. Star Wars Battlefront wasn't well received. Battlefront 2 wasn't well received.
And how many
is that all we've gotten?
Yeah, that's all we've gotten. And how many dead Star Wars games have we heard about now? Like 3 or 4?
There's a few.
And they're all the single-player ones that people actually want.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what's going to happen, but EA's is a hot mess right now.
It's really bad.
Who knows what Anthem's going to look like, but I don't have high hopes for it at this point. I hope it does well, but I don't think it's going to. Yeah, BioWare. Poor BioWare.
I had one more thing I forgot about. I think I sent you a message about it, but the specs on the PC that ran the Cyberpunk trailer came out, and it's not terribly ridiculous. Let's see if I can pull it up again. Cause
I was also surprised. I mean, it's a high-end machine, but it's not anything like a consumer can't build.
Yeah, like I was expecting to see like 2 1080 Ti's and all this crazy
experimental versions of things. Yeah, I know it was 32 gigabytes of RAM. It was a 1080 Ti.
Yeah,
and it was it the 8700K processor?
Yeah, the same processor I have right now.
Yeah. That's what we put in all the computers that we build.
Yeah, like it really wasn't super ridiculous. So I just wanted to mention that, like it's a buildable PC, and by the time that game comes out, it's way easier.
Looking like 2 years probably it's before it comes out. So
yep.
Those components will have come down at that point.
So, yeah.
Well, they'll be the next best thing.
Basically,
at that point.
Don't panic, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Yeah,
because I feel like I remember back like when Crisis first got shown and stuff, like the PC that was demoed on was something that was not remotely buildable for the actual consumer. Yeah. So, it was nice to see that this is within reach for people.
Yeah.
Because it looked so good.
It did look really good. I've been listening to like journalists that saw the behind the scenes stuff and their thoughts on it. So really interested. Really interested. I wouldn't, but it's so far away that I'm fine if I hear this information now,
I've been doing the same thing. I want that game really bad. So.
Yeah, me too. And that's all I have for Nibblebits. Will, how was your week?
It's been good. I've complained about it twice already, but all I've been doing is sleeping. I don't know what it is, but I've been putting off so many other podcasts like Pond Hockey. Done nothing with that. So I guess I'll give my thoughts on... Actually, because we're all big hockey fans, we'll do a quick little discussion. What is everybody thinking about what's going on? John Tavares, all that stuff.
He's obviously going to go to the Lightning.
I wouldn't... honestly, if winning is where he wants to go, it's the Lightning.
That's where he would go, right?
Yeah, that's where his best shot would be.
I don't think they have the cap. I just don't think they have the cap.
They'd have to move some pieces, and it would be tough because of Kucherov coming
because
off contract.
Kucherov and Point both come up next year.
Oh, man, Point too?
Yeah, Kucherov might be demanding like 10 a year more.
Mm-hmm.
And, Point's probably going to get at least 5 or 6.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
You got to trust the Yzerman.
I know. You'd think I'd learn by now after that Conacher for Bishop trade, but
yeah. I just don't want him to go back to the Islanders.
Yeah. Totally agree. They had their shot with not a generational player, but a legitimate, awesome superstar. They've had
win, or am I crazy?
9 years. What's that?
Is the Islanders where Trotz win, or am I crazy?
Yeah. Yep. Trotz got hired by the Islanders. They have a capable GM now. I think they're trying to pad the way the team looks.
Have you guys talked about that yet? Trotz leaving the Caps?
Have we had a Pond Hockey since then? I don't think we have.
I can't remember.
No, I'm actually happy for him because they're about ready to boot him out the door about 12 times unfairly, in my opinion. So, and then the contract that they offered him was kind of laughable. So I think good that he left. It makes me honestly dislike the Capitals a little bit more.
I'm with you on that. I hadn't seen what the contract they offered him was, so.
It was 1.8 instead of 1.5. What he was making. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Especially when they were ready to fire him. They were ready to fire him 2 different times during the regular season and playoffs. And then
bad.
Yeah.
The Islanders gave him $4 million, right?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been a Trotz fan. He was the Nashville Predators' original coach for 17 years.
Yeah, a long time.
However long it was. So I always liked the guy. So I was very happy for him that he won the cup and then was able to leverage that into a really good salary. So
yeah, after him and Ovechkin, I wanted them to win cups really badly, but after that I didn't care about the rest of the Caps team winning a cup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I had this point made to me that everyone's saying that Tavares is going to resign because they have competent management and a new competent coach in there. But
why did it take him this long though to do that?
The counterpoint made to me was, but he's also going to be in an organization with a bunch of unknowns because he hasn't worked with Lamoriello. He hasn't worked with Trotz before.
Yeah.
It's all new. Maybe they're a little bit more competent, but he might not like the direction.
Yeah.
And at this point, he has to just want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so.
I did find out the Leafs are offering a 1-year, $16 million contract and then
1 year max.
1 year max, and then figure out the next 8 years immediately after he signs, if he does do that.
That's a tempting offer,
Yeah, because you would have 9 years of term.
Not just that, but maybe so maybe he doesn't want to sign the contract right away, sign a new contract with them right away. Maybe he wants to experience the city and the team and the culture of the team. And then if you don't like it, you sign 1 year, you make a buttload of money, and you go to another team.
Well, he's actually from Toronto.
No, I know that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
and one of the things that keeps popping up with this whole Tavares thing is taxes too, because when you're making that much money, I saw a stat that if he signed with Vegas, I think Tampa, Dallas was another one, and then Nashville was rumored to be in there for a little bit. I don't think they are now, but because they don't have any state income taxes, how much more money the other teams would have to offer to make the dollar figures to be the same. And it was like, the states with no state income tax were like 75 million. I think Toronto was 98 million. So you're looking at a $23 million difference.
Jeez.
In the salaries.
Yeah, it's really significant
to make it up.
I see it a lot. Obviously being a fan of Tampa. I mean, we got both Stamkos and Hedman for 8.5 and 8.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to pay him 12 like somebody else would have.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that's gonna.
It's an advantage, definitely.
It works out. Yeah.
I wonder how much that plays a part into it with him, because he does want to win, supposedly. Because, I mean, if you want to rank it, like the teams that are closest to winning that he's met with, it's probably Tampa, San Jose, Boston, and then Toronto, Dallas is probably how it's ranked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he wants to go to Tampa, Yzerman will make it work.
If Kucherov took a $4.5 million bridge deal, Tavares will take a $4.5 million bridge deal.
That would be so funny.
Could you imagine how Reddit would react to that?
Reddit's been quite something with this whole thing, by the way.
It's been great.
But yeah, that's the draft. But I'll save all that for.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah.
If he ends up in Tampa, I want to be in the room when Yzerman has to ask Stamkos to change his number.
Oh yeah. No longer be 91.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. Well, you know what? There's that rumor, I guess, that when they both grew up playing together,
it's a true story. They both tell it. Yeah.
Yeah, they both wanted to be 91, and they had to I think they switched back and forth.
They both wanted to be 19 because of Sakic.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
Stamkos' dad was the coach, and he gave 19 to Tavares to not play favorites. So Stamkos went 91.
Gotcha. So was there when Tavares came into the league? Was there already a 19 on the Islanders?
I guess that's what it is.
Okay, it's got to be. I wouldn't know who that is now, but because that was a few years ago.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
but they're still really close friends, which is another reason people keep saying he's going to Tampa.
Huh.
I'm actually shocked he didn't want to meet in person with Nashville. Dan.
Yeah, the only thing I heard about it was that he had a conversation with David Poyle and was intrigued with whatever they talked about. So,
yeah.
But other than that, I haven't heard that he was that Nashville was one of their finalists or whatever.
Last I saw, they're down to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
6 teams are.
It's the 5 teams that he met with, and then the Islanders.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I was actually irate during the draft when the Islanders got those 2 players, Wahlstrom and Dobson, because those are the 2 studs of the draft, other than of course Sveshnikov and Dahlin. And I was you gotta be kidding me. The Islanders, of course, got those 2 back to back. You gotta be kidding me. So I don't know. The Islanders are gonna be intriguing, but I hope he doesn't re-sign, because this whole thing would be a waste, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it for me for my week.
Sounds good. Eric, what have you been up to?
Living. So it's about all I got. Work and video games. Like I said, Colleen is house sitting for some friends for a few days, so I'm all by myself with the stupid cat.
Nice.
What's the cat's name?
Egret.
Egret?
Egret.
Yeah,
all right.
She's a little orange cat.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Will doesn't get it.
Is that Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you don't watch Game of Thrones, Will?
No, he has not.
When people...
you started watching the first episode, right?
No, it's actually what Dad did.
Okay.
When people tell me to watch something so much, I have to refuse it.
Well, that's what I did until one day I broke down, and I couldn't stop watching it once I started watching it. And I've watched it like 6 times since then.
Yeah, I used to be like that, Will, with everything, but I learned to not be that way with HBO shows. Because HBO shows are always as good as people say they are.
They live up to the hype.
Yeah.
So my main thing is I hate having to wait in between seasons. So the best thing that I'm going to do is wait for it to finish and then just watch it when it's all done. And I can...
It's supposed to be finished early next year.
Okay.
When the episode April is rumored when the final season comes out, and it's 6 episodes.
That's
long episodes, but 6 episodes.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I would do.
And then you have to binge watch it over the course of a week.
Yeah.
I heard some of the like later episodes are going to be like movie length episodes.
Yep.
2 hours.
Yeah, feature length, like 2 hours.
Yeah.
My God.
So
I can't wait.
You nerds.
Can't wait.
But yeah, that was my week.
Okay.
Playing Season 6 again.
Nice. Who's your Civ?
I'm doing an America run right now. I just hit random and that's what it gave me. So.
America.
Nice.
America, spreading freedom to people.
Imposing freedom on people.
I'm going for military.
That's what I like to do.
As I should.
So I've got a few things. First of all, we have a new Nintendo Switch in our household.
What?
We are now a 2 Nintendo Switch household.
Is it for the kids?
Yeah, because summer vacation started last week, and the older 2 have done nothing but like fight over everything. So we figured we could eliminate this one thing by buying another Switch. So my daughter can play Mario Kart and my son can play Breath of the Wild, and they don't have to fight over the Switch. So I had also been wanting to get another dock anyway, because I like to have one in here with my computer, so when I record or stream from the Switch, streaming doesn't happen as often, but when I use it on the computer, I could just have it here and not have to move it. So we have the other dock out in the living room now, and it's so much easier to do it that way than having to move this stupid thing all the time, and plugs and HDMI cables and all that stuff. So that was part of it. We had been wanting to get one for a while. We just never did. So my wife went over to Target this morning, picked one up, and brought it back home.
How ecstatic were the kids?
Oh, he was so happy. But I do have to relate the story about, because it's supposedly pretty easy to migrate your profile and save games. So I was like, great. I read how to do it online. Great. It seems easy, a couple steps. Well, of course, Nintendo has to Nintendo it up. So when you set up a profile and stuff, you have to have like a sub profile. So like my profile is the main profile with the Nintendo, the online ID and all that stuff. And my son's profile is under mine. It has its own separate username and password, which I, of course, didn't remember. So I had to go on like a witch hunt on the website to figure out what that is. I had to change the password because there was no way I was going to remember what the password was. So it took me like an hour when it should have only taken like 5 minutes to transfer all of his save games and stuff over to his Switch. So, of course, they didn't make it easy.
No, it's never. Nintendo doesn't make it easy.
No, they do not. So, but yeah, once I got all that stuff, it took like 30 seconds to transfer all of his saved games over from one Switch to the other. It was really fast. I was surprised. So yeah, that's exciting. So now we have 6 Joy-Cons too. So when my twins get a little older, we'll have to get another Mario Kart and we can play 6-player Mario Kart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep. So there's that. Still working on the room switch. My computer was unhooked for almost an entire week. Which is why I didn't post any updates on Thumbstick Athlete stuff, because it was just sitting downstairs. the room that I'm in now is going to be our office/dining room until we get the office set up. So, but so you can see there's crap behind me and not everything's set up. But it's been a pain in the butt and slow process. Will actually came over on Saturday to help me move my gigantic sectional couch out of the basement and into the new living room upstairs. So
that thing was
what
big.
A pain that was. It was big. Not super heavy, but heavy enough to make it awkward when you're trying to tilt it and stuff it through doorways and stuff. So
when I own a house, if I own a house, I'm gonna have big doorways, very big doorways.
Yeah, my front door is 36 inches. The only way you could get bigger is if you have like French doors in the front. You can have double doors, but a lot of times they have a thing in the middle.
Bring on the French doors with no thing in the middle.
No thing in the middle.
For every door in the house.
For
every door in the house. Just make it super easy to move everything in and out.
You know what?
Ultra-wide stairways, too.
It makes it easier for them to retreat. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes, it does. And their beds are a pain, too, because they're like little loft beds with stairs on the side, and they're made out of metal, so I had to take those both apart.
Yeah.
It's miserable.
You had a weekend.
Yeah, I'm like not even close to being done. We still have so much to do, and it's impossible to get it all done. But I'll get there.
Then we'll move the piano.
Someday we'll move the piano. Yeah, that's definitely not a priority.
You gotta tune the piano.
Yeah. So, and then the only other thing, Star Wars: The Last Jedi is on Netflix now, so I will watch that finally.
You haven't seen that yet?
I have not seen it yet. No.
It's all right.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things. I know critics really liked it, but Star Wars fans not as much.
I'm a Star Wars fan. I liked it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see it. I can't really watch movies in the theater. It's hard to get away, but yeah.
I guess I should say that the second time I saw it in the theater, I fell asleep.
Oh.
It was one of those theaters with those really comfortable seats.
Yeah.
See, that's another reason.
Still, like, I think it says something that I couldn't even watch it twice.
Right. Okay.
But I still have really positive feelings about it, so I don't know. I'm conflicted.
Yeah. I'm hoping to watch it this weekend. I just don't know if that's going to happen. So, I think that's all I have for my week. Should we talk about what we played?
Let's do it.
All right. Let me just...
yes.
Okay. Eric, you want to go first? Yeah. I'm typing that right now.
Finish with Nintendo. I mean, I've really only played Civilization 6. And I think everyone's heard about Civ 6 a million times.
Awesome game.
Yeah, great game. One more turn. Haha, it's good. Good game. On to the next one.
Here's a question.
Sure.
Do you prefer Civ 5 or Civ 6?
I prefer 6.
Okay.
That's because now that 6 has its expansions and like things are really starting to roll out, it has just as much as 5 does at this point. Like when it first came out, I was still playing 5, but I mean that's the cycle with me for every Civ game. Like it takes an expansion or two for me to actually switch over. But it's still, every time I play a Civ game, it still makes me just want to go back and play Alpha Centauri again.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I can feel it. I'm probably going to do that this week. I play at least one game of Alpha Centauri again, because I love that game.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've played that.
So good. You know, they had books, and the books weren't bad?
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact.
Did not know that. Wasn't there a Super Nintendo version of that game, too?
Ooh, I don't know.
Am I thinking of that correctly? Is that the right... I'm going to have to look it up. Oh, you got it?
I'm looking. Let's see. It's cool.
I feel like there was. Or something similar, maybe.
I think... wait. Sid Meier's Civilization review for Super Nintendo. Not as good as the DOS version, but still a great game. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
There you go.
Nice.
Very cool.
What about you, Will? What'd you play?
Let's talk some Hollow Knight, Dan.
Hollow Knight.
Oh, my fiance rage quit Hollow Knight. I forgot to mention that. She couldn't beat the first boss. She gave up.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely.
False Knight?
Yeah.
The game's hard.
That's what I kept telling her.
There's no way around it.
I gave her advice. I said, get good, scrub.
Did she appreciate that?
Get good or uninstall.
She did not appreciate that. And then rage quit so hard she didn't charge the Switch when she went to bed. So I couldn't play Mario Tennis Aces for like 2 hours.
So yeah, you really got under her skin with that one.
Yeah.
So Dan, what do you think? How far are you?
So I beat the first 2 bosses. I got the dash finally, which opens up some more areas. So what I'm doing now is I'm going back through and exploring stuff that I missed, the first time that I couldn't reach because of the dash. So I went back and explored the first underground level. I can't think of the names of them right now, but
you're further than I am.
Yeah, I love that game. It's really good. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's definitely hard, and it's frustrating when you have a cache of Geo stocked up that you want to make it back to the village. The easiest way to make it back to the village is to find one of those. What are those things in Morrowind that cart you around? Those giant bug things. Striders. Yes, that's what they look like in this game. But they're your transport to other places. So
there's an even easier way, Dan.
Is there?
To get your shade.
To get your what?
To get your shade back.
Yeah.
You want to know, or do you want me to keep it a secret?
I want to know.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you're in Dirtmouth, you go all the way to the right.
Yeah.
You put in a key. You can buy it from one of the shops, and you open it up. And one of the guys there, if you give him a rancid egg, will bring your shade back for you.
Oh, I have an egg.
Yeah, so you just need to get 900 Geo to get the key, or 950. You open up that locked door all the way to the right, and you'll see Gigi, whatever his name is, and he goes like, oh, like everybody like leaves their regrets off on this planet, which kind of ruins this world. Let me see if I can find if you have any regrets. Yes or no. If your shade's out there, he'll bring your shade back, and then you can just get it and get all your stuff back.
That's interesting. It is good to know. That's a goal to work towards too.
Definitely.
Oh, and I figured out was it last week or the week before that I was talking about what game reminded me of, or what game it was that Hollow Knight reminded me of.
I really want to know the answer to this because
it's Pyre.
Okay, all right.
Pyre, not gameplay wise, but the way the characters talk and the art style reminds me of Pyre.
Yeah, you're right.
I see it.
Yeah,
I knew it was a game that I loved, and I just couldn't come up with the name of it. And I thought of it like the next day, I think.
They have the masks on, like the characters.
Pyre. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I think Hollow Knight should be in the new Smash Brothers. By the way.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
I think he'd fit in great with the cast. I'm over Shovel Knight for Smash. Put in Hollow Knight.
I saw somebody start a petition for Chrono Trigger characters.
Really?
Smash.
Nice.
Or at least a Chrono Trigger level. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Millennial Fair level. Be neat.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Hollow Knight's fantastic. I'm actually gonna be playing it at some point later tonight.
Yeah, it's one I don't play for more than like an hour at a time.
Yeah.
Only because I get frustrated with it, and I don't want to rage quit it. I just want to keep slowly plugging away. But yeah, it's fabulous. It's everything everyone said it was.
There's just so much depth to the gameplay and everything that we don't even know yet.
Yeah, we're early. I think my playtime is like 4.5 hours or maybe 5 hours.
Yeah,
that's about where I'm at. Like I just got the dash, and I feel like the dash has completely changed the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, I haven't gotten the dash yet. Where'd you get it? Who do you?
You beat the boss with that uses a needle and thread.
I haven't even seen this boss yet.
You got to be close.
Because I killed some bug mother, but I didn't get anything cool out of it.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of that boss, but yeah, it's a female character, and she wields a needle and thread for her weapon.
Did you go
It's a really cool fight.
Did you go to like in that same area that the False Knight's in? Is it in that kind of?
It's in the grassy area.
Okay, gotcha.
to the west of names are escaping me, but to the west of the first area you start in.
Okay, that's the area.
Or left, I guess.
That's the area I'm exploring right now. So.
Yeah. Yep. Hollow Knight. Did you play anything else, Will?
Not really, no.
Okay. Yeah, I played more Breath of the Wild, and anytime I sit down and I'm like, I don't feel like getting my butt kicked in Mario Tennis, or I don't feel like banging my head against the wall playing Hollow Knight. I fire up Breath of the Wild and just explore. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to work on the 120 shrines.
Yeah.
But God, I just keep going back to it. I think I'm up to 135 hours playtime on that at this point, and no sign of slowing down.
It's a special game.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. So, and it helps that my son is playing it too, so we talk about it. And then I don't know if either of you guys have ever heard of Zach Scott Games.
No.
It's a games channel that my kids like watching. It's he does a lot of Nintendo stuff, but he does clean gameplay videos. So we watch that stuff together too. So in addition to my son playing it, also whenever you have Zach Scott Games on, it's usually Breath of the Wild, or he's been watching Skyward Sword playthrough with Zach Scott Games. So he's all into Zelda. He got a Master Sword and Shield. Which you saw, Will.
Mm-hmm.
And then, was it yesterday or the day before, we got him a Link costume.
Oh, it's awesome.
He's been wearing that around the house too.
Yes.
So, but he's asking me about Fortnite.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know if I want it. 7.
Next thing you know, he'll be asking about PewDiePie.
No PewDiePie. I had to watch quite a bit of Zach Scott Games before. I was like, that's fine. You can watch that.
You don't want me, what did he call it? Heated gaming moment?
Oh.
You don't want any of those?
No. No. So his friends at school play Fortnite. So I'm like, oh, man.
Younger and younger, man.
Yeah. 7. So we'll stick with Breath of the Wild for now, Zelda stuff. He wants to get Skyward Sword for the Wii U. So maybe we'll do that at some point.
I never played that one, so...
Yeah, I haven't played it either. Corey's the only one of us, I think, that's played it. And he's obviously not on currently to talk about it, but I think he liked it for the most part, but the motion controls got old, maybe.
Yeah, I want to say out of all of the Zeldas, it might have been his least favorite. But he said it was still good, Yeah. The Zeldas aren't bad for the most part.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I have. I think I played a little more Death Road to Canada too. I am not having much luck in that. I keep getting wiped out fairly early.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Oregon Trail type?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That game's really good too, and a bargain for the Switch. It's got co-op too, which I haven't tried yet, but I would like to try at some point.
Oh, have you guys bought anything in the Steam sale?
No, I actually wanted to go over. Maybe before we go, we can go over sales.
You can look up how much money you spent on your Steam account now.
Yes, I've been meaning to do that because I want to know.
Devastates me. You guys go first.
Where do you
I don't want to go first. You go to help.
Okay.
Have your Steam open. Help Steam support.
Okay.
In the Steam client?
In the client, you go to My Account, and then
Steam
data
support.
related to your Steam account. And if you scroll down, it'll say external. It's external funds used, and if you click that, it will tell you how much money you have spent on Steam.
Are you guys ready?
External funds used, yeah.
3,000.
What?
Oof.
Is that total everything?
Total everything. That is how much you have spent on that Steam account.
Okay, so is total spend and old spend two different things, or do you add them together?
You have to add them together.
Okay.
Oh,
boy.
I have to add them together?
Yeah.
Oh, 5,000.
Okay.
All right, here. 2171 plus 1507. 3,678.
It's a lot.
Not as bad as I thought.
Wait. Go ahead.
I'm at 5,845.
Nice.
Why are we so much higher?
I don't know. I buy a lot of games I don't play ever.
I'm not even a PC gamer.
Do you think it might have something to do with like me spending a lot of money on Green Man Gaming and just activating those codes?
That could be because this is spent in this isn't
Humble
including
too.
Any of my Humble bundle or.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I have a lot of Humble games and Green Man Gaming. I buy a lot of games for too.
Okay.
I've spent like $6,000 on Steam.
Nice.
A lot of money. I was really unhappy to see that when I saw it. What am I doing? But I guess my account. I guess I've had my account for a long time though. So.
Yeah. Not just that, but you'll take those games forever.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind it as much. Yeah, let's talk about the Steam sale real quick. Let's just call up a few games that are worth buying.
I bought Just Cause 4 or 3 for like $4 or something like that.
Yeah, there's actually some pretty decent deals. Pyre, which I just talked about now a few minutes ago, is $7.99. That's a steal.
Yeah,
because that game was awesome. That was our indie darling from last year.
Oh, have you guys played the Life is Strange thing?
Not yet.
No, I'm probably gonna play that this week. That's possibly gonna be our topic for next week.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. I haven't played it yet, but I was planning on it.
Yeah, definitely want to play that one. I almost bought Grand Theft Auto 5.
I almost did as well.
1979. I feel like I have to play it. You know?
If you haven't played it yet, you should. It's good.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Even if you
I'll
just
probably
want to play
buy
the single player, is good.
Yeah.
And
the online looks fun too.
Online is fun. I played a lot of it on PS3 and then PS4.
Okay.
But I want to get it on PC because mods exist.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure Eric would recommend Rocket League for $10.
Of course.
Yeah, he would.
What else do we have here?
I would say Final Fantasy 15 for 50% off is pretty good too.
That is pretty good.
It made me buy it on Windows.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll finally finish it this time.
That game's fantastic.
Dark Souls 3 for $15 that's a steal.
That's a steal, yeah.
I'm just going down the top sellers list here.
Hollow Knight for $9.
Yeah, that's worth it. I mean, I paid full price on Switch, but I was specifically waiting for the Switch version.
Steam Link for $2.50.
Yeah, even I think you have to pay like $7 shipping, but that's still absolutely worth it. Yeah, no, that's really good. Royster says Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah,
I don't know what the price is on that one, but
yeah, $7.49.
Do you know
that's.
Do you know if the new DLC is on sale?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna buy that right now.
The Color of Madness isn't on sale, but the rest is.
Yeah, the Shield Breakers $267, Crimson Court $669. Soundtrack is $299.
It's not bad.
So that's another one I have on the Switch. That's awesome on the Switch. Okay, I'll do one more. Portal 2, $1.99. If you don't own that yet, now's the time.
Can you still buy the orange box as a whole?
I don't know, actually.
You can. The orange box is $1.99. Buy the orange box.
Oh, buy orange box.
Half-Life 2
definitely.
and Portal and Team Fortress 2. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's some Steam sale recommendations.
Beardless says Beyond Good and Evil is $2.49.
Oh yeah, that's definite.
So
I've got that on my Uplay that I'm gonna play one of these days. Beardless says it's charming. Okay. Let's see. Feedback. Call it feedback here. Last time I checked, we had 2 pieces of feedback. Oh, we got a lot of feedback. 3 pieces of feedback.
All right.
So the first one is from Tate, who says, "Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I had a lot of video game time this past weekend since my wife was out of town, and I played a lot of Monster Hunter World, which I hope comes out on PC for you soon because it's a blast. I have 140 hours in it, which makes it my most played game in my gaming history, I'm pretty sure. I also got back into Far Cry 5, my Far Cry 5 playthrough after hearing you talk about it last week, Dan. It is a very fun game, but it's also pretty repetitive doing the side mission stuff. The story is interesting, but I get bored taking over settlements and stuff like that over and over again. I had no idea they put this for pre-order already, so when I saw it on the Xbox store, I instantly pre-ordered Life is Strange 2, which I'm excited about for September, hoping it lives up to the first one. Have you guys seen the new Jurassic World movie yet? And did you guys see they came out with a video game too called Jurassic World Evolution? I was thinking of getting it because who doesn't want to build their own dinosaur park then accidentally, quote unquote, open the T-Rex gate when hundreds of people are walking by? But there's no way I'm paying anything more than $20 for that, so I'll wait for it to come down. I know you guys have talked about music and games, but I would love to hear you guys' top 5 or top 10 favorite game soundtracks and why sometime. Whether just a discussion or an actual segment, music and gaming makes the game for me. I gotta have the feels during a game, and the music mixed with an intriguing story is all I need. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a good one. Taterade out. Monster Hunter World, I don't think that has a release date on PC. I think it's supposed to come out in the fall, though.
That's what I've heard.
Right? Yeah. No release date, but I will be buying that when it does come out because I've also been looking forward to that one. Corey may even get that one, if you can believe it. Will, I don't know if you're planning on getting it for PC.
What game is it again?
Monster Hunter World.
Probably not.
I played a little tiny bit on PS4, and it's not for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Had you played any of the other ones?
No. That was my first Monster Hunter, and I've very quickly discovered that Monster Hunter is not my franchise.
Gotcha.
Too many weapons, too many options.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
I just can't.
Because I played Monster Hunter 3 and I felt the same way. I couldn't get into it. And then I guess it was Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS that I finally got into the series with. Back into Far Cry 5. I didn't play Far Cry 5 at all this week, only because my computer was disconnected all week. So I'm also going to get back into that. Probably because, like he said, the side stuff kind of gets repetitive, and I actually agree. I'll probably do some of the more interesting side missions, but I'll probably kind of at this point just focus on the story and get as much of the story done. I should be able to beat it. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. But Life is Strange 2. I am also very excited for Life is Strange 2. Tate, download on, I'm assuming, Xbox, the Captain Spirit. What's the full title? I've just been calling it Captain Spirit.
I actually have it. Wait, maybe I don't. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
There we go.
Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Download that. That's sort of supposed to be a bridge between Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2. It's also free, so definitely give that a shot. We're going to be talking about that within the next couple weeks. I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or another time, but I am also very excited for Life is Strange. I won't play it until all the episodes are out.
Same.
I'm hoping they all come out before the end of the year. I don't know what the plan is for that, but that's what I'm hoping at this point. So I'm gonna call up Life is Strange 2 in the video. I don't know if there's.
I didn't realize the first episode was already out in September.
Yeah.
That's pretty soon now.
I'll put up the Captain Spirit announcement trailer. It doesn't look like there's anything Life is Strange, so. Yeah, September, that seems soon, because I didn't even know they were making a second game, and then all of a sudden it's like, Life is Strange 2 out in September. I'm like, oh. No, because when I heard about this Captain Spirit game, they're like, it's the bridge between Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2. I'm like,
no.
Life is Strange Before the Storm? What are you talking about? Like, that's the prequel.
I had the same thought.
And I was like, oh, they're coming out with a second one. What? Yeah, I was just very confused by that. But
thanks, Donut.
Yeah.
It's their 10-year anniversary today or something. That's cool.
Oh, really? Nice.
Fun fact.
Jurassic World movie I have not seen. Corey and Eric are more of the movie guys. Me and Will don't watch movies really, right?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I have played the game.
Oh, did you?
Do not buy that game for full price.
Okay, that's exactly what Tate says.
Not
he
because
says
it's a bad game,
$20,
but because it's not worth $40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched some people playing it on Twitch, but that's about my experience with it. It seems interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I still feel like it just really needs a fast forward button. It needs some kind of time changes. Like I might be wrong, but I don't think you can pause, and you can't speed up time, which is just obnoxious. In 2018, that's obnoxious. They should have known better.
Jurassic World Evolution. I'll call up.
Looks cool though.
Gameplay
and dinosaurs
for that.
are neat.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, 2 recommendations. Not paying full price for that. Yeah. So there you go. Music top 10 soundtracks, top 5 or 10 soundtracks. We can do that as an episode. I don't think we've done that as an episode.
Can I be on for that?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Oh hell yeah.
We haven't done that, right? I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't think you have.
Okay. It's hard to remember at this point because we've done so much stuff. Like, a lot of times we're like, oh, that's a good idea for an episode.
Yeah, what episode
and then I look
like
back through our first 362.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I look back at our episodes from 7 years ago now, and I'm like, oh, we already did that. So we can always revisit these things because that was a long time ago.
Things change.
But, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put that. I'll put that in our idea
Bible.
Idea Bible. Yeah.
Our dear.
So that was from Tate. Yeah, the thunderstorm woke me up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh, well, I did the same thing, Dan.
So my brain's just mush. Next is from Idaho Jake, who says, hey guys, if you remember, my son and I are having a competition on who can change the most. I want to get lean. I do a workout for about 30 to 40 minutes, 2 days, and then 1 day off. So far I've lost 10 pounds, but if you have any tips, let me know. Since I'm the coolest winner, I will take Dead Space. I actually sent that, I think, yesterday, Jake, so I've been following Fallout 76 on Twitter, and the more cartoon videos they put out, the more I want to play it, and I might pre-order it later tonight. Now for Idaho Jake's This Day in Gaming History. In 1995, Doom 2 was released for Mac. 2000, Dark Reign 2 was released for Windows. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas was released on PS3 in 2007, and today Angel of Death is downloadable on the Switch. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. Excuse me. Nice.
So tips.
Tips, Will? Yeah.
Always warm up with some cardio. I don't know how much you do, but if you do, what I like to do is I like to get on the treadmill, go max incline, and walk at a brisk pace without holding on for 10 minutes, and you will sweat a lot, and it's pretty difficult, but it's a good way to do some cardio. Also, Stairmaster is a good way to do it too. Elliptical. However, whatever your torture machine of choice is, do
Thigh Master.
The Thigh Master? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yep.
That's honestly what the Stairmaster is.
Is it?
Pretty much. My legs.
No, the Thigh Master was the thing that you stick between your legs and you squeeze your legs together. It's like a spring.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I actually do those at the gym, kind of.
They have Thigh Masters at your gym?
It's abductions and adductions.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
So it's that same similar concept.
Nice.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, you do quick workouts. High intensity is a good way, too, to do it. You don't want to spend 2 hours at the gym with low intensity. You want to sweat a lot, so
yeah,
that's what I would suggest.
It certainly doesn't take me 2 hours to get sweaty doing a workout.
I go in phases. Like, I'll be really tired, and then I'll slow down, and then and my pace will just drop after that. Yeah. So I try to keep it pretty consistent. I don't like to be at the gym longer than an hour and 15 now.
Yeah, I do kettlebell. Usually 4 sets, 3 to 4 exercises. 10 reps each. And by the end of that, I can barely lift my arms and body.
Yeah, you're gassed at the end.
It's 30-pound kettlebell, so.
Those are hard.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
I've been able to maintain doing it, though. I think I'm on like 3 weeks now, so.
The best advice for that is no matter how little you want to do it, that should trigger your brain to do it because...
Yeah. Oh, there's never a time where I want to do it.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's just forcing myself to do it.
It's the same thing with me going to lift after work. I don't want to do it ever, but yeah, I just do it.
Yeah. Everyone says like, oh, after you do it for a month, like you'll just have to do it. And I'm like, no, I've done that in the past. I can quit any day, any time, and never go back to it.
I don't trust those people, Dan.
No.
Who say that?
They're full of crap.
It's like those people who say, oh, once you cut caffeine out, you're going to be fine. I actually feel miserable.
False, yeah. I can't do it. I'm trying to cut back right now, and I'm still miserable.
It's hard. If I didn't have my coffee in the morning, I would be a miserable person.
It's just like...
There's no way I could do it.
It's just so difficult to... I get such bad headaches, and I've had maybe one energy drink the last 2 months, but I just get splitting headaches still.
Yep. If I go without just some kind of caffeine in the morning, my head is killing me by 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I don't get it because
I'm the same way.
I drink so little caffeine now, so it's just why is it still affecting me this badly?
I wonder how long it takes you to detox from that.
Is this
caffeine is madness?
Is this some kind of heroin? Is it that serious?
It's definitely addicting. I used to, in the summer, I would detox from caffeine for 2 or 3 weeks. But that was when I was in my early 20s. I don't think I could do it now. I would need to have a month where I didn't see anybody so they wouldn't see me shaking and vomiting.
Well, yeah,
from withdrawal.
Today at work, I was starting to, my headache hurt so bad I was starting to get sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Just it's just caffeine. It's not. I don't get it.
The internet says it could take weeks.
Okay.
I mean, it's the internet, but
yeah,
it does say it does say it could take weeks.
It's on Wikipedia, so you always know you're getting the best information.
It's factual.
You don't understand. Yeah. Anybody could have put that there. Internet would lie.
The internet never lies. The internet also never forgets.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah, Jake, as far as tips for me, the only thing I say is, and that's the thing I struggle the most with, is controlling my eating. Yeah. Man, that's going to be a lifelong battle. I'm doing okay, but, there's just days where I get screamed at all day by my 4 kids, and I just want to stuff my face with pizza.
We are a family that we chase that feeling of being full. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, my problem was always chronic overeating. I always ate till I was so full I couldn't move.
Yeah.
So it's hard I've been able to change that. At least now I'm eating healthier foods. Before, it was when I worked at Pizza Hut, I would bring home a pizza every night and just eat it.
God, I worked at Domino's, I did the same thing.
Yeah, that's where my bad eating started.
It's so hard not to do that when you work at those places.
Yeah, because it's free and it's you just take it home and eat it. So yeah, that's a hard habit to break.
The food battle is something that I don't get how people can just have one cookie and call it good, or a slice of pizza. I need dozens of both.
A slice of pizza? Can you even do that?
I know people who they're either doing it for that one moment just to look good, or they
and then on the way home they stop at Taco Bell.
I don't think I've ever eaten pizza and not had 4 slices of pizza.
Yeah.
At the least.
Yeah. Pizza especially, that's my kryptonite.
It's in my top favorite foods for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many different ways you can have it. You can have breakfast pizza. You can have fancy pizza, like a margarita pizza.
When pizza's you can on have bagel, Little you can Caesars. Eat pizza anytime.
Yeah, that too. Exactly. Oh man. Kryptonite, I say.
By Bagel Bites. Free advertisements.
All right. Free advertisements. No, I'll give them a call.
Yeah.
I'll tell them we talked about them. All right, last piece of feedback is from Alex, who says, "Hey fellas, how has the week been? I moved from California to Mississippi, and I have to say it's quite the change with all this humidity. I don't like it. I thought I would comment on a feedback from last week about going on a mission for the Mormon Church. I went on one. For someone like us, it's very difficult because you are not allowed to play video games, watch movies, text families, or have any interaction with the world, which means your focus has to be solely on preaching the gospel and nothing else. I was good until I hit a year, and then I was really wanting to watch movies and listen to music. But I could only view church videos and listen to church music. After 2 years, I couldn't wait to play games and watch all the movies I had missed over those 2 years. What was even worse was the last Harry Potter book came out while I was on my mission, and I had to wait to read it. I almost died, but luckily I had no spoilers. That's it. Have a good weekend, and keep up the good work, Alex." I don't think I could have that kind of self-control, especially when it came to video games. Movies, I don't really watch that many movies. Music, yeah. But new games and books...
I would have found a way to read that Harry Potter book.
I probably would have done. I would have cheated.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. 100%. I would have cheated.
100%. Props. Yeah, props.
Props to you for staying strong. I just picture, okay, because my series now is Game of Thrones. If one of the new Game of Thrones books came out, or if the new series, the season 8 came out, I would have to watch it. There's no way I wouldn't be able to.
Dan, I don't think he started writing that book, man.
I don't even know what to think about it anymore. It's been so long. Like, I know he says he has pages done.
Yeah, like 4 pages done. Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
And he's read them all to us already multiple times at cons.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I keep the scuttlebutt now is he's going to release the book after season 8 finishes up the TV series. But I feel like we hear that every time.
Yeah, we've been hearing that since season 2.
Yeah, because it was, when did the last book come out? Was it 2011?
Came out, I think, like
2010.
It was either right before or right after season 1.
Yeah,
of the show.
Yep. So he's had that long.
We've been waiting a long time.
Yeah. He's working on other projects. He doesn't care.
He wrote that The World of Ice and Fire thing, and he keeps writing some other junk. He's
got other series that he's working on too.
He's gotta stop.
That I can't think of the name of that right now.
I'll finish his book for him.
Beardless says those books are never coming out. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you, Beardless. They're not coming out.
I totally agree. I mean, he's definitely he's old.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he
looks like Santa
particularly
Claus.
Healthy. He doesn't look healthy. Unless he has plans to pass it on to someone else.
Like me.
Brandon Sanderson? Isn't he the one that finished
There's been a few
for people who die?
There's been a few names that have been bandied around. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but that might have been one of them. Yeah. I don't want to see that though. I want it to come from his brain because he's the one that came up with it. So unless he has like a really detailed outline for how everything's going to finish, but I think if he did that, the book would be easier
done
to write.
By now, yeah.
So, yeah, Beardless says he's writing a goddamn spin-off to the series he hasn't finished.
Also true. Oh, did you hear Game of Thrones is getting a spin-off series?
Yeah, they greenlit one of the pilots, right?
Yeah, I can't remember which one, but that's really cool.
I can't either.
Excited.
Yeah. They've got a couple that are in the works that they're pitching now, but I know one of the spin-offs was greenlighted to have a pilot, so that's very cool. All right, so that was feedback. So thanks everyone. Did we cover Oh yeah, we did cover Alex's. Okay, I will call up the game giveaway thing. Will, you wanna?
Heck yeah! Random number generator, Dan. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, random number generator.
I've been playing Hollow Knight.
Of course.
Oh.
It was either Hollow Knight or DBZ.
I've got my Switch right here. I could have been playing too.
Number 2 is the winner.
2. That was. Dang it. I think that was Jake again. Yep. Idaho Jake is the winner chicken dinner.
Jake has won so many games from us.
Yes, he has.
And it's 1 through what? 150? 149?
Let me write Jake on the bottom here. No, still do 150. There's a few missing ones. We'll just re-roll if we get one of those. I have to plug in other games for those.
Number 30, Dan, is number 1.
30 is Oil Rush.
Oil Rush. 90.
That's like a strategy game.
94.
94 is Sam & Max Devil's Playhouse.
Okay. 73.
70. Wait, let me write 94 before I forget. 94. 73 is Vampire Legends: The True Story of Kisilova.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
All right. 36.
36 is Layers of Fear Masterpiece Edition. Not a great selection, Jake.
Last but not least, 76.
76 is Elegy for a Dead World. Don't know any of those. All right, so your choices are Oil Rush. I know Oil Rush, actually. 94. Oil Rush, Sam & Max Devil's Playhouse. Vampire Legends: A True Story of Kisilova. Layers of Fear Masterpiece Edition. And last but not least, Elegy for a Dead World. So those are your choices, Jake. Let us know what you want. I'll email you at some point tomorrow, probably, to let you know. That's been the easiest way to have people pick is via email, a list. I think we're caught up on everyone.
Yeah?
Yeah, looks like it. So, next week's episode, we're looking at doing the Captain Spirit game. Possibly, we have to have Eric and his Fortnite buddies on again. We want to do that. Maybe we'll do that after Season 5 starts. I think Season 5 and Fortnite's supposed to start soon.
Okay.
Because I think they're supposed to cover Season 4. But I'm pretty sure it's almost over at this point. So.
Okay.
Beardless says Elegy for a Dead World is actually very interesting. So I'm going to look into what that is right now while we're waiting. Or while we're chilling. Elegy for a Dead World.
Layers of Fear looks terrifying.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's a really fun creative writing tool. Oh yeah, this is a game about writing. Okay. That does look interesting. I like the art style too.
I do too.
It's really cool. Yeah, that might be something worth looking into. Yeah, maybe Captain Spirit for next week. We've got Octopath Traveler coming up pretty soon here.
Oh,
that's two weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow. So excited. So that'll probably be in like 3 or 4 weeks. I do want to have some time to play that before we cover it.
Absolutely.
In an episode. So
that's going to be the next game I get lost in and play like 60 hours.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
From what I gather, it's supposed to be a long one.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I think that's everything, right? Anything else anyone wants to add?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thanks for
Eric.
having me on again.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Soundtracks.
Yes,
I want to be on
that's
that.
a definite.
I really do.
I'm gonna try to. I keep saying this every week, but I'm gonna try to like have a list of the games we want to cover for episodes and try to fill in so we have a schedule that I can put somewhere that people know like what we have coming up. But I'm not organized in the slightest bit. So
no.
Once again, before we end, if you want to help the podcast and want to do it for free, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to the Thumbstick Athletes through Twitch Prime. I keep saying I'm going to tweet out a link one of these days. I actually will. But yeah, if you subscribe with Twitch Prime, it helps the podcast without you having to spend any money, which is fabulous. So, that'll do it for episode 362 of the Thumbstick Athletes podcast. I'm your host, Dan.
I'm Will.
I'm Eric.
Thanks for listening, and get out of my basement. All right. That was right at an hour and a half. That was perfect. Whoops.
All right. I need to use the bathroom, so I'm going to head out.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna stream tonight, but I've got a bunch of computers to build.
Oh man, we gotta get back onto streaming after.
I know production's ramping up though.
I downloaded Fortnite on my computer just to play with you guys. Have yet to launch it.
I actually haven't
launched it. Because I keep waiting for you guys to play.
Well, I haven't launched it since I told you to get it. Either.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't want to start until you guys play, because I want to be brand new the first time I play with you.
Well, let's see. Next Thursday's July. We should be able to play next week. Even if I have computers. We got backed up because we had trouble getting parts, so.
That'll do it, yeah.
I got a bunch of, 6 boxes today. So hopefully next week we'll be a little bit more prepared and can actually stream next week. So that's the plan anyway.
All right.
We'll see. I also have to get some sort of air conditioning in here because it's hot as balls in here. Because I have to have the door closed. So those in the stream, thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Later.